Hi, my name is Charles, and this is Around the Cape. Today we're going to take a look at how to make a fire in a fireplace. So first off, we got to do is pick out some wood and cut it into kindling and smaller pieces to try and get it started a lot easier than just throwing pieces of wood on the fire. And for this, I'm going to use a little hatchet and a rubber mallet, and try to find, for the kindling, pieces of wood that are not knotty, anything like that, fairly straight, fairly lightweight, meaning that they're dried out. I'm trying to cut these into smaller and smaller pieces, make it for good kindling. Maybe that thick, something like that. That should work. You can always do a couple smaller pieces too. Sometimes you can chop them in half. Sometimes you get these smaller pieces, that works too. In our little basket. That guy had a bit of a knot, but that wasn't bad. Slightly bigger pieces, smaller pieces. That guy might need a big axe. Let's try this one. Now I'm gonna do some bigger than the kindling. That's how I build them in the fireplace. Is I put some of these sizes below it. Then I do my fire starter, fire sticks, whatever you want to call them, and then I'll do some kindling on top. And then a couple more of these bigger ones. It usually has a nice roaring start to it. This is different than a campground or a fire pit type outside, how I build them. I'll have to do another video on that one. But since this is November, I'm not doing any outside fires anymore here in the Midwest. All right, let's see if I can get this one. Bad at all. These are pretty dry. Alright. Should be more than enough. I will, I think. Get a bigger axe to that guy. This guy. You have to be careful on this concrete. You get everywhere but the middle. There we go. This should be just fine. Start the fire. I'll get some bigger pieces to lay on top once the fire is really going. And I like these smaller ones just to start the fire. Then you get some nice hot coals, and you can throw slightly bigger ones. I never like doing the big monster pieces. Just because you're lazy and didn't want to cut it, you need to cut these. Makes the fire starting a lot quicker, a lot easier, and maintaining the fire too. Occasionally you come across a piece that is just gnarly bad, and no matter what you do, you can't cut it. Let me get a couple of those. Like this guy. This guy is, yeah, I could try and axe it all day, but forget it. I'll have a nice big fire, and I'll see if I can throw this guy on there just to burn it down. later on in the evening. Right now, I'm going to show you how I stack them in the fireplace. This is a bit different than when you're building them outside. It's outside I do more of a teepee type thing. This I do 90 degrees on top of each other. Part of the way up I'll do the fire starters that I made in another video that you can see the link below for that video. Alright, so first off, clear out any debris that was from the last fire. I probably should clean this out. It's getting there. After this fire, I'll definitely clean it out. Usually 2 to 3 fires, I'll take out the ashes. I just got the fireplace cleaned professionally this fall. We have been doing every other year. We might do every year, depending on how many fires. We might have like 10, 12, maybe even 14 fires a winter, depending on if we're here or not. We usually like them at least once a week. This is, I believe, ash. I'm not for certain. We were getting more hardwood like oaks, maples, cherry, hickory, but those are a bit more expensive. This stuff burns great. It's nice and dry from where we get it from. All right, so on to the stacking. Usually do 3 to 4 bigger pieces that I have cut up. Just have a nice base. And I'll do another probably 4 here. This is where I put my homemade kindling. Yeah, I'll do 2 of these. One right there, one right there. Need good airflow around it. Also be able to reach it with your match or lighter. Now on the top of these, I'll do smaller kindling just to get it going. And I'll go a couple more around here. And I'll go in the opposite direction. Yeah, that should work. Now I'll go on top, like the bigger pieces. Maybe a couple more. As you can see, there's nice airflow in the middle. You need air. A lot of people will just throw stuff in and hope for the best. And my history has shown that just doesn't work. You need heat, fuel, and airflow. And the airflow is usually the one people mess up on. I'll keep these for a little later once it starts going. And this is for another fire. Excellent. I'll do this tonight. I'll cut back to this to show you how it's lit, and I'll show you the nice fire. Thanks. It's time to light the fire. First things first, make sure your flue is open. I have made that mistake before. Honestly, not the best. All right. Time to go. All right. One match, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes I gotta light a couple times. Depends. How well they take. Sometimes they take well, sometimes they don't. It's fire. It's got a mind of its own. All right, let's watch to see how this happens. And maybe I'll time lapse it or something. Looks like it's lit quite well. One match, 2 fire starters. It's going quite well. I'm probably going to close the screen grate now just because I don't want anything popping out, which can happen. I'll probably do a couple more shots later on when we see all the nice embers. When I'm throwing out some other logs, see how it lights up.